Hey guys, how are ya? Unless you've been living under a rock, you've probably seen the Halo Infinite gameplay demo. As with anything Halo related, the community has found this reveal to be polarizing. So let's take a look at what's going on in Halo Infinite. To preemptively calm nerves, I'll go ahead and say that I have an overwhelmingly positive idea of this game so far. Of course, many disagree with me in this. Let's get the negatives out of the way first. Yes, there is sprint. Moving on. The graphics in the gameplay demo were admittedly not fantastic. Multiple reports have stated that this demo is based on a months-old build. Fear not, it will most likely get better. Even the more recent trailer looks better. But enough about that. Aside from enhanced mobility, clamber, sprint, etc., the gameplay looks awesome. The only thing that struck me as odd was the fact that there were very few enemies. I don't know if anyone else got that vibe, but it felt a little empty. Speaking further on enemies, why do the elites and grunts not have banished themed armor? I know it wouldn't show rank very well for the player if they were all wearing the same red garb, but surely 343 could have thought of something. Now, let's talk about weapons. Number 1, Flying Suicide Grunt. It counts. We then have the MA-40 Assault Rifle, then the MK-50 Sidekick, which I hope isn't a replacement of CE's M6. What the fuck is going on out here? There's a tractor driving by my house. The good old South. I found an edit that makes that pistol look much better on Reddit too, so maybe it could be another sidearm option? Next is the VK78 Commando, a tactical rifle. It looks very bland, honestly, like something from COD. Then on to banished weapons, we have the Ravager. It's a sort of launcher that actually looks pretty cool, and somewhat reminds me of Destiny. Then there was the Pulse Carbine. I must admit, I'm a little worried about this one. I've never liked the plasma rifle replacements, like Reach's Repeater or the more recent Storm Rifle. It looks like this is a combo of the plasma rifle and the carbine. I really hope this is just an additional weapon and not a replacement. Up next we have the Mangler. It functions like a really heavy revolver of sorts, but again, doesn't look like something from Halo. Last, we see the CQS48 Bulldog. It looks like another random FPS weapon, honestly. I don't understand how 343 can go 3 games without using the original iconic designs, at least in part. Think about Halo 5's rocket launcher and how they went to a more bland and generic style. We can't have that. I'll go ahead and group vehicles and equipment in this weapons discussion as well. The Warthog sounds cool. Looks like the Halo 2 Anniversary version. The Pelican pilot also mentioned Condors, which all come equipped with slip-space drives. That could potentially have large story implications. Last for vehicles, we have the Banished Phantom. This has been the target of some controversy as well. It has an extremely simplistic and blocky design that seems somewhat lazy. It also has very odd and jerky animations. Maybe that'll be fixed at launch? Onto what I'll call equipment. We see a drop wall, which functions similarly to the drop shield in Halo 3. Then, most importantly, we see a grappling hook called the Grappleshot. People are really worried about it being a permanent ability, but fear not. It has been confirmed that these items will be drops on the map like Halo 3's equipment. Also, you can hook a fucking fusion coil and yeet it at an enemy, so yeah, dope. Others say it doesn't fit canon that a 1,000-pound Spartan can hook himself toward an elite. Well, I call BS, because if you can flip an elephant by hand, you can do anything. Another quick note on the weapons in this game. They're listed like Pulse Carbine, Assault Rifle, Plasma, Burst, which leads me to believe that either there will be a lot of customization or lots of weapons. Maybe both. Now to the gameplay and story. What we know now is that the Banished have totally pwned the UNSC. We have no confirmation of the Hyperius/Locke thing though. But anyway, we are introduced to a new brute named Escharum. He's a beast, apparently. His forces fought and killed all the UNSC groups in the area. He is coming to his final days and wants his last major battle to be with the demon himself. I imagine we'll be traveling this large, nearly open world leading up to that eventual battle. Looking at this map, we can see an example of one playable area. It lists many targets, as well as an option for upgrades, and a tracker of obtained skulls and whatnot. Really cool stuff. Funny enough, I actually predicted some of this in a video a year ago. Not entirely, but you know. This game is supposed to be the start of the next decade of Halo, which says something huge. Yes, it seems likely that DLC will play a part, as we will apparently see more of the ring as time goes on, but I'm not entirely opposed to this. Just some extra details to fit in here. Zeta Halo was the host ring to flood experiments on humans, in a place they called the Palace of Pain. I don't doubt we'll get to go there, at least at some point. Another important fact of this ring is that Mendicant Bias and the Primordial, the last living precursor which came before the flood, both traveled Zeta Halo together. This small section of the trailer has people going bonkers, since the reflected lights bear resemblance to Mendicant Bias. Perhaps they are justified, and I honestly hope so. Also, toward the end of the gameplay demo, Escharum mentions someone called the Harbinger. Now, some think this could be Cortana or another secret character. I don't think the Banished would like Cortana though, seeing as how her force control goes against their very ideals. I personally think it could be Mendicant Bias. Please, 343. Overall, I'm actually really excited. The memes are great too. Even Sketch endorses it. Forerunners bless you, Craig. Also, the grunts finally speak English again. So much better than the random gibberish from recent titles. Enemies also seem to react to your shots, such as the brute stumbling on his shot leg, or the brute holding his sprayed back. They're even said to pick up weapons mid-combat. I forget where I read it, but it has me very excited, and I can't wait to see it. So there you have it, guys. That's the info we have on Infinite right now. Let's be positive and get excited about this. The game comes out in less than 5 months or so. In other personal news, you may have noticed that I don't get to make videos that often. This is because I got back into college in January and I still work full time. I'll do my best to put out content, whether it's Halo, my novel, or otherwise. I'll be back in class in less than a month, so uploads will be slow again. But I hope you enjoy whatever I'm able to get out there. If you do, a like is always appreciated. That's all I got for today. I'll see y'all later.